Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Football Talks. As you can see, this week is a little bit different. We are not at the studio, but we're still coming to you with predictions for game week 11. Gonna be a nice, strong, heavy, and interesting game week. So we're gonna start with Spurs versus Man United. It's gonna
That's
be
a tough.
interesting.
That's a tough one. I will say, I
Yeah.
agree with you, Junior. There's a lot of tough games this week. A lot
Yeah.
of the teams are very close to one another on the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but for this game specifically, I am going United, but no clean sheet. Um, I think United have the attacking threat to score. I think they have a lot of, Cunha, even though he's not doing that great, I think he can still finish. Same with Sheshko and Buemo, Ahmad. Um, Tottenham. The only reason I'm saying Tottenham will score is because United's defense is not as good. And you just don't know what United you're going to get. So I could see Tottenham scoring, of course, off a set piece, in my opinion. I think it's going to be like a header. But I think United are still going to go with the momentum that they have of winning the games and get that W.
Okay. Yeah, I think I actually fully agree with you, Ari. I think United will take this one. But yeah, I think Tottenham will score. I think they'll try and bounce back. I will say there was a video post Chelsea after the full whistle blew. The Tottenham players, I think it was Jed Spence and Van de Ven. Frank went out on the field and like tried to give him like a high five and tell him to get in the locker room. They just like ignored him and walked right past him, and then they were like talking crap. You could tell they were all pissed off. Anyway, I just want to say that because Tottenham are babies, but yeah, Tottenham lose.
I was like, what is the point of saying that? Oh my God. That's funny.
Junior,
I'm like, where's he going with this?
Me
I
too.
get
I
it.
was
I just wanted to bring
waiting.
it up.
And then you're like, I just
Sore
wanted to say
losers.
that. Just write it in some more.
Yeah,
Sorry if you're a Spurs fan.
I'm not.
I'm not sorry. So anyway, uh, yeah, I think Man United is gonna win it. Spurs, if they keep playing the way they played last week, it's just not gonna work. There's a lot of inconsistency. They play Everton and they played it really well. So I was like, wow, Spurs is they're gonna put up a game against Chelsea. You never know. But that wasn't the case. And Chelsea could have scored a lot more goals than they did. So they were lucky they was just 1-0. Now, Man United, I don't know if you guys know this, but Tottenham, Chelsea, Sunderland, and Man United are tied in points. So this is
Mm,
they'll tie with 17 points. So this will really be a difference, that'll really move up the table and
yeah.
shift.
Now,
So that from fifth to eighth place.
Sunderland haven't played yet, though, at the time we're recording.
Well,
So
right,
if
right, right.
they win, they're going to be above all of them.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
gonna be above with 20 points, which puts them in second place, by the way.
Wow. I
That's
did not
crazy.
know
That
that.
means I end up in fourth. I'm not liking that.
You're going down.
It's
No,
Fourth,
okay. You're not going to like it this week either.
fourth place. Fourth place.
no, no. Hold on. Where's the crybaby face? An
Is
angry
is that
face.
is that where you draw your line?
Yeah, there's no line drawn on Liverpool because we'll fight the fight for Liverpool. That's
All
what the
right, we'll
banners.
move. We'll get to Liverpool. We'll wait to Liverpool. Let's move on to Everton versus Fulham. So this is a very tight game as well because they're actually right next to each other on the table. Like a lot of these games this upcoming week.
Yeah,
I mean, I've said it before, but I feel like them missing Grealish for that City game killed their momentum,
agreed.
and they really haven't been able to just pick up the same pace that they were playing at because they were playing some decent stuff. That being said, to me, this game has draw written all over it. I think 1-1 is going to be the final result here. I think both teams are decent defensively, and they won't let in a lot, and it's actually at Everton's home. So let's say 1-1.
Oh, I'm that's very convincing actually. I could see a draw, but I'll go a win for Everton. I think Fulham will still score with Jimenez or Sessegnon, but at the end of the day, I think Everton have a better attack than Fulham do. And I think that's why they're going to be able to win the game. A tie is very likely though. That's a good pick. Yeah, I think, like I said, Jimenez and Sessegnon will score. Everton's defense is doing okay. I feel like they've let in a little more goals. So yeah, I'll go Everton win, but no clean sheet.
So Fulham right now has 11 points. Everton still got yet to play one game against Sunderland. So, but they got 11. Leeds got 11, and Burnley got 10. So they're all within there on the bottom, towards the bottom of the table. Um, of the two, I think Everton is the better team, uh, attacking and defensively. I think it is going to be a good game to watch. They both need a win, but I think everything's going to come out on top. It's not going to be like 3-0 or anything like that. I think it's going to be a close game. Ain't no clean sheet. So yeah,
Okay.
everything for me.
Okay, so we're all or no, Mario's tied. So
Right.
okay,
So,
oh,
Harry.
go Junior.
So all right, so our next game is West Ham versus Burnley. So West Ham just finished winning against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Wow, what a game!
Good
Young
result for
Gravy
them.
did not have a good gravy time. So what do you guys think is going to be?
Um,
Hmm.
hold on, let me think on this. Actually,
I'm
Mario, go.
Yeah, I'll go. I think West Ham will get the job done. I think they will win. I'm gonna say no clean sheet for them. I think they're gonna build off their momentum. Um, Interesting enough that Paqueta actually got in the score sheet against Newcastle. He scored from outside the box, which he usually does. I read that I think he has like some of the most outside the box
So
goals in the
far this
Premier League.
season, yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's how he scored like half his goals.
yeah. But I think Burnley are a team that are going to pick up most of their points at home, and the fact that they're away, it'll be tough for them to win. So I'm going to go 2-1 probably for West Ham.
Okay, so right now, who's above who? Burnley's in
Bur
last place or is West
Burnley's above West Ham by 3 points right now.
and then Wolves is down there?
Wolves is at last, yeah.
Okay, so it's Wolves, West Ham, Burnley.
No, it's Wolves, Forest, West Ham, Burnley.
Okay, Wolves, Forest, West Ham, Burnley. Okay, I'm going Burnley win, no clean sheet. Um, Mario, you did bring up a very good point. The fact that this is not a home game for Burnley. So I could see West Ham wanting to try a lot harder, especially because they just won this game, especially because they have a new manager. It's very, very plausible that West Ham could get this win. But the only reason I'm going Burnley win is because I think Burnley have a better defense and I think they're more compact. And I think yes, they've done this against many teams and the teams have still beat them. But I think against a lower to bottom table team, I think this could work, being compact in the back. And I also know that Burnley at least have two players, the same players every game almost that score. So I think that they could easily beat West Ham. Um, the momentum for West Ham is the only thing that keeps me iffy, but I want to be different, so I'm going to go Burnley win, but no clean sheet.
So for me, I just don't think it's gonna be an easy game for Burnley. I think West Ham is turning the page. The way they played Newcastle was I wasn't expecting them to play that way. Either Newcastle got extremely bad, and West Ham got extremely better. But I think West Ham play I mean 3-1. It wasn't 1-0, it was 3-1. They had a lot of grit. They wanted to win, and now they're gonna be at home as well. And they're 7 points. They're right below Burnley. They need to get out of the relegation bottom three. They're still gonna be in there because of goal differential unless they win him like 5-0. But at least they'll be tying points.
Junior, what's
So
your
they need this
prediction?
win. So it's West Ham, no clean sheet.
Yeah.
They're
No
not
clean
gonna
sheet?
Burnley's not gonna pack the box. There is no way. They're not gonna pack the box, gonna try to attack, and I think West Ham is gonna just counter them. And I think they're the better team for what I saw against Newcastle. And
They were.
Newcastle got defense.
They
So
were.
yeah. So yeah, West Ham win, no clean sheet.
Sounds good.
And Mario Bowen. Bowen
Oh,
goal. Bowen
yeah,
assist.
Bowen will get a hat trick.
Someone here loves Bowen so much, but doesn't seem to have him. It's interesting.
Not in fantasy.
Didn't have an
I
assist.
liked. No, it got taken away from him.
Oh, okay.
They love to hate Bowen. So moving on to probably the most boring game of the week, the Sunderland versus Arsenal game.
So the way I'm looking at this is like the best defense will win, and to me, that's more likely
Arsenal.
that's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without a doubt. So it's
So
gonna be a win. It's gonna be clean sheet. So Raya, Gabriel, thank you very much. Give me those points. I just hope Saka gets a couple goals in there. But I don't think it's gonna be like 5-0. I think
I
it'll
don't think so
probably
either.
because yeah, I think Sunderland because they're at home. They're probably gonna pack the box and try to defend as much as they can and get something out of it. But yeah, Arsenal, clean sheet.
Yeah, 100% agree. I agree with you, Junior. Arsenal clean sheet for all the same reasons. So,
I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna say draw. Originally, I was thinking they'd win easily, but maybe the fact that Sunderland are also like they play very similar to Arsenal. Like they play for set pieces. I mean, they've got actually a good defense in my head. So I'm just gonna say 1-1. I'm gonna throw it out there. Maybe it'll stick. I hope it'll stick because I don't want them to keep
I
winning.
hope so too, man, because I sure need them to drop in points.
Yeah, we
That's
need
what-
something.
So
I feel like
yeah.
you're just saying that out of hate.
No, I mean, listen, it's away from home. I mean, they're playing at Stadium Light. Sunderland are up there in the table as well. They're gonna want to, at least draw the game, get a point out of it.
Mhm.
So I think their fans will be up for the game. I think their players will be up for the game. Xhaka used to play for Arsenal for a few seasons, and he went through a lot of emotions at that club. He went from zero to hero under Mikel Arteta. So there's some history there. So I could see it being, a emotional game for Sunderland, and they're gonna want to be up for it. So it's a 1-1.
Well, speaking of emotional, now we're gonna go to Chelsea versus Wolves.
So emotional.
So for me, that's an easy game for Chelsea. The lap should be back and hopefully does not get another red card against Wolves.
No.
But they should be able to win it, and I think it's gonna be a clean sheet. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the game because I want to see how the lap helps the team, without Pedro and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, this should be an easy call. Even though Wolves just lost their manager, it's without a doubt that Chelsea should beat a team like this. Even manager, no manager, Chelsea should win a game like this. So I'm going Chelsea. I'm going clean sheet. Um, there should be a lot of goals scored. If there isn't, there's an issue. And I'm expecting your wings. I'm expecting a lot, as you can tell.
Damn, I know you're
I'm
expecting 10
expecting your
goals.
your wingers.
I'll take it.
If we're talking Arsenal, snooze fest. Like I'm not expecting much, even against a team like this. I know they're going to win it, but not by much. They'll just sit back and whatever. You guys, though, you guys are not like them. You guys are a little chaotic. So I think this will be a game for Garnacho, Pedro Neto. And Junior, you're right. If Delap comes in, I guess we'll see. But definitely your wingers, I think, are gonna have a feast. And at some point, I think what is it? Esteval and who's your other winger that takes Garnacho out?
Gittins.
Gittins will get some playing time, maybe some goals.
Hey, I hope
Well,
Esteval starts.
oh no, when we always talk about Chelsea, we always gotta make sure we say red card or no red card. So I'm gonna say again, Chelsea win, clean sheet. I have hopes, no red card.
Okay.
No
We'll
red
say
card.
Delap red card again. That'd be funny. No, I'm gonna go Chelsea win a clean sheet. That's easy.
Wait,
Red
what?
card, no red card.
You threw me off with the red card.
No record. I was just messing around. I was messing around. All right, so moving on to Villa versus Bournemouth. This is gonna be a close game, I think, because Bournemouth are gonna want to bounce back after their loss. The same with Villa. Both teams lost and they had some momentum going into both those games. But I personally feel like this game is the exact game that Bournemouth love to play. They try to play City, how they usually play high press, and it didn't work out because of the quality City has. But to be honest, um, the the way that Bournemouth play, it's just perfect. So they're gonna press Villa high and they're gonna get the win, but I'm gonna say no clean sheet here.
I'm gonna
So,
go Bournemouth clean sheet.
wow. Villa's at home. Now, the difference between the two is 3 points. So if Villa wins, they'll tie points with Bournemouth. So that's gonna be interesting. I think that's something to keep a lookout for. And Bournemouth's in fourth place, Villa fourth place, and Villa's in 11th place.
I retract
So
my answer. I'm going Bournemouth, no clean sheet.
I'm gonna say, God dang it, because they're both gonna want to win. Uh, but Bournemouth has been the kind of, for me, the more consistent team, especially against even strong teams at times. So yeah, I say Bournemouth win. No clean sheet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the only reason I'm feeling Bournemouth is because I don't think Villa's defense is that strong against very attacking teams. So, that's the only thing. But to your point, Junior, what made me switch is the fact that it is a home game for Villa. So maybe they'll take advantage of that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So moving on to Brentford versus Newcastle here. This should have been a homecoming for Visa, but he's not available. What are you guys' thoughts? I'm still thinking about this one.
Um, I'm emotional and upset the fact that I've gotten burned. He hasn't done jack crap for me. Literally,
Burned you?
burn
No.
burned me, literally. So, you know
Damn.
what? I'm done with Newcastle. I'm going Brentford win, and okay, I won't be that evil. I'll give Newcastle 1 goal.
You
So
and
no
gravy.
clean sheet. But Brentford win. And you know what? Brentford better step it up because they know how to step it up with everyone else, so they should know how to step it up against Newcastle.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very interesting to see this game week 10, Newcastle against West Ham, and how Newcastle was exposed. And Brentford, to me, is the better team, better than West Ham, and the press and the set pieces that they have. If they play the same way they play Liverpool, Brentford should just bag this one.
I just don't
So
understand Brentford. You're right. Like, how can you beat Liverpool playing so good and then that goes out the window? Like, that doesn't make sense.
yeah, I don't understand either. But well, they play Crystal Palace, so you know they're they're a better team. It was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of balanced, but I don't know. I'm expecting Brentford to win, and I think it is Brentford at home, and when they're at home, they throw the kitchen sink out. It's gonna be all out. So to me, Brentford win, no clean sheet.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think Brentford win, no clean sheet. Um, I don't I'm not impressed with Newcastle so far.
No, they've
Um,
been inconsistent. One game they're doing Young Gravy scoring headers and they're winning, and the next game they're like, what the heck is like they need a whole new team.
yeah, it's like it sounds weird, but it sometimes the like tactics and the Premier League evolve. And to me, it still feels like Newcastle are trying to play how they've been playing for the past couple seasons, which has got them pretty far. But it's like Newcastle hasn't quite evolved to to get to that next step to transform their team. And it's kind of stagnated. And for Newcastle, if they keep playing this way, you may lose players like Bruno or even Young Gravy, even though you just got there. You're going to lose your big important players because they're going to want to win something. Well, yeah, they won a cup last season, but if they want to evolve to a Champions League team, I think they need to play better and just be more expansive.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
agree.
so
Yeah, Brentford right now is in 12th place and Newcastle's in 13th place. The difference between the two is just 1 point.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah.
Well,
So Brentford's going to separate themselves from Newcastle. Next game is going to be Crystal Palace versus Brighton. Wow, that's going to be interesting game. To me, Crystal Palace win. I think they're the better team. Brighton's still inconsistent. Um, Clean sheet. I'm gonna say no clean sheet. I still think Brighton is gonna try to score and get out there, but I think it's gonna be a lot of back and forth game because Brighton, when they really want to play, they're gonna play. And Crystal Palace is at home, so yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Palace win. I think Mateta and Sarr are gonna be on the back end of a lot of those goals. But I would say Palace clean sheet. It's just Palace sometimes it's like weird. They'll try their hardest and be so disciplined against good teams, and then against other teams, they're able to score against them. I think Brighton again is, and I've said it before, Brighton is one of those teams that is annoying. So I think Brighton will score at least one goal. But I think Palace are still gonna win.
Yeah, I agree. I think when it comes to Palace, if a game can get if the game is chaotic, Palace do concede still. They're not so solid defensively where they can handle any type of team. I think this game will actually Brighton will want to make the game chaotic as possible, which helps their style and helps their attack. But I still think Palace will have enough going forward to exploit Brighton because they're going to play a high line. In my head, Brighton will try to play and press Palace, which then in turn will give space for Mateta and Sarr, and hopefully Munoz because I have him on my fantasy. So I'm going to go Palace win as well.
Good, good, good. So our next game is Nottingham Forest versus Leeds. That's gonna be interesting, especially after the performance that Nottingham Forest just uh did against Man United. And I don't know, Leeds is a very attacking team. I don't know. I'm still debating on this one. What do you guys think?
Okay, so initially, I think I was thinking Leeds win in clean sheet. I can't remember if what I was thinking, but I'm still going Leeds win. I want to, be different. So I'm gonna go Leeds win, but no clean sheet. I think Force will at least get one goal against them. Um, but I don't know. I just kind of want to go against the grain. I'm over Forest a little bit, even though they're winning now. I'm just over it. Like tired of hearing about them, tired of hearing about the manager, the owner. So I
Yeah,
just hope that Leeds can finally be clinical and finishing, and hopefully they'll win.
I agree. I agree with being tired of hearing about the owner. That's for sure. But I think I'm gonna go Forest win. I think they'll get their first uh, Premier League win under Deitch. Um, they're playing at home and they still have good center backs. I think Murillo and Milinkovic are still a very good pairing. Murillo had a great clearance off the line against United, so he had a good game. I think it'll be very tough and ugly. I don't think it's going to be a nice game at all. I think I'm even thinking there may be a red card for Forest in here. I just think it's going to be slow and painful, but they're going to get it done.
Wow, red card. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Junior?
Well, he's a Chelsea fan. He's got a lot of experience with that.
I know him. I know
So,
when I can see him in the future.
so non-Forest. Okay, so Leeds is like on the bottom five, and they need this win to kind of create a distance from the bottom three. Non-Forest is 19th place with 6 points, and Leeds got 11. So I think Leeds is gonna go out there and try to do everything possible. Now, Forest is playing at home, so I, but I still think Leeds is a better team for me. Yeah, now Forest, under the new coach, is going to try to do something, but there's still a lot to work on. They got a good result last game, but I still think there's still more work. Leeds uh, is the more settled team, is the more team that been together a little bit longer and they have a system. And I think now Forest is not going to be able to stop their attack. It's not going to be a blowout and it's not going to be clean sheet. So leads for me.
All right, well, let's
Okay.
talk about the game of the week. City versus Liverpool. How are we feeling, Junior? How's it gonna yeah, exactly. You know where you belong.
Can we have both teams lose this
Yeah.
game? Is that possible? That'd
No,
be
it's
A
perfect.
okay.
tie. A
We'll
tie
Zero,
is pretty
no,
much a loss.
0 points for both teams. I'll take that.
I mean, we all know who's winning this game. This is easy. It's written on my head, on my forehead. I see it now.
Hmm.
This
I can't
team
see.
here,
Sorry, it's kind of blurry.
City is going to win, and I am going to be so hopeful that we're going to get a clean sheet.
Wow.
Hmm.
I've never seen you or heard you be this positive.
Yeah, she said loss
Jeez.
last week and now clean sheet win this week.
Yeah, I
I don't know.
know. She was talking about all kinds of stuff against Burma. She was gonna lose. Just like you say, I was like, okay. Well, we had a good performance against Villa. We're gonna play champions against Real Madrid. We're gonna be very banged up. You guys played Dortmund in the champions as well. I I think Liverpool. I honestly think the way how Slot thinks, like giving out the Carabao Cup to try to preserve the players in good health and fight for the Premier and everything else. I think we're gonna try to come out a tie, but we're also gonna try to come out for a tie because we are playing in EPL. Um, I I think we're gonna have to be conservative and be very smart when defending Haaland, which we're not really that smart when it comes to or that's what kind of our weakness on the quick counter. Especially when we're trying to press high. I think that's probably gonna change. But right now, I'm visualizing a tie for me.
Hmm.
I see a tie. Will Liverpool win? That's my hope. I just don't see us the way we're struggling. I just don't see us beating a uh well composed and formed Man City team right now. But yeah, I see a tie.
Okay, Mario.
1-1, 0-0.
Mar Okay, Junior. Mario, be the voice of reason, and I'm ready to hear City win from you.
No,
No
unfortunately
pressure.
not.
Holy shit.
No. So I think
Well, then I retract. Chelsea is gonna get demolished against Wolves.
not too late. You already put the prediction out there. We
Yeah,
moved
too
on.
late. Too late.
I'm saying a draw for this one. I think both teams, neither are gonna want to neither are gonna want to lose. And I just something is telling me there's gonna be a draw and there's gonna be some drama. Um, I see Holland getting on the score sheet again. I don't think Liverpool will be able to contain him. But I think that Bournemouth game gave City a bit of false confidence in their back line. I think Liverpool need to press City. I don't think being conservative will help Liverpool here. I think they need to press and really put City under pressure. And the physicality of Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, I think that'll really help Liverpool. Um, so I'm gonna go draw and say 2-2.
I agree. If Slot wants to win this, you will press us. And all three of your forwards, or three of, Gakpo, Ekitike, Salah, if Isak's not back. That if they all press us in our back line, without a doubt, you guys should be able to score. The only thing that is keeping me a little more hesitant is the fact that you guys have had so many shots these past couple of games and not have been able to finish. And that's actually outside of your defense not doing well, a reason why you guys are losing a lot of your games. lots of shots, but it's kind of reminding me of Leeds. It's not always going in. So I mean, it's my team, so of course. And I think Holland's just going to eat Konate and Van Dijk alive. Like,
Well, and for me, it's like the conservative part. I think is Gravenberch is not gonna try to be as taking as many risks as he has been, like especially like Villa and stuff like that. I think he's gonna step back a little bit more and be cautious that way
help.
because of Haaland.
Yeah.
Especially with pressing high and be that support for Konate and Van Dijk and stuff like that. So and you know those quick passes like they did against Bournemouth from Turkey and stuff like that, those are that's Gravenberch's territory. Gravenberch will have to step up to that and prevent those from happening. So that's where I've come for the conservative part of it. But yeah, we do have the attacking threat. We have the power, we have the speed on the top to put you guys in check. But we just have to be we have to be efficient. We had to kind of finish our chances and opportunities. Again, I'm still not sold on Salah. I think Salah is going to be easily shut down on the outside, which he has been by other teams. But I see that I'd rather win, but I'm predicting a tie. So it's going to be it's one of those games. Um, yeah, it's not going to be a boring game. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's not going to be like playing Arsenal. It's not going to be
No.
that way.
I was going to say,
It's
I
gonna
hope it's exciting at least.
Yeah, it usually is because we're all like very attacking minded. You guys possess a little bit more than we do. We're trying to get there, but you know, again, it all depends what happens against Real Madrid. Hopefully no injuries and we'll be solid. So, but yeah,
Well, it's always interesting because prior to this, you guys used to always be so attacking, right? So if you guys just decide to change and play more defensive because you aren't doing more defensively, then I don't know if it'll be as exciting. But to Mario's point, if you don't change that, then it's possible. It's not off the table. So
right. Well, this was game week 11 predictions. Hope you guys liked it. And we are looking forward to the week. As always, thank you so much for your support and don't forget to like.
subscribe.
And hit that notification button. We'll see you guys next video.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.